All right, for the first time ever, the Blue Man Group has taken its act on the road for a theatrical tour of the United States.
And they are right here in Memphis at our famed Orpheum Theatre. Now, take my advice. If you've seen the show, you'll want to get 2 tickets tonight. I mean, two times this week, because you got to see it more than once. These guys are used to entertaining crowds without saying a single word, but today we actually get to talk to them.
They are speaking now, and they look a little different out of the body paint, but Shane, James, and Chris are the Blue Man Group. Gentlemen, so glad to have you here this morning on Live at 9. How have you been?
We're great. We had a great show last night.
How was the audience?
The audience was spectacular.
Memphis is known for interacting.
Yeah, what do you guys look for in kind of a really cool audience? When do you know you have this really working, the right vibe?
I don't know. It's a difficult one. I guess people who are intrigued and kind of open to it, I guess, is the main thing. Like that openness that we really crave that, and the Blue Man character really craves that openness of the audience, and I guess that's it. You know, willing to kind of have a bit of a laugh at themselves and be open to it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't know what to think, and the Blue Man character is so curious about the audience. It's fun when the audience is just as curious about us.
Do you find children? I mean, at what age? What age is too young to go? Because it seems to me that kids would really, I mean, maybe 10 would really drink it up.
I mean, honestly, it's great for all ages, truthfully, but in a way, our target audience is adults, which is the funny part, because you want to elicit that inner child a lot of the times, and you'll see people in the crowd, you know, be there with their kids, their arms crossed at the beginning, and then suddenly they're up dancing around at the end, and, you know, that's really what we're going for, and I think that has a lot to do with, you were asking about the different audiences, and I mean, our whole point is to really try and communicate with means other than words, and if an audience is open and willing to kind of give us their attention and kind of give an interplay.
And you guys really do that so well. And James, from a personal standpoint, what made you want to say, this is something I want to do? You have a certain sense of anonymity when you're up on stage, I would assume, but you guys really seem to have personality.
Sure. I mean, well, the thing that made me want to do it, I didn't know much about it really, but it intrigued me, which I think is a thing that a lot of people tell us when they come to see it. Like, I didn't really know much about it, but it intrigued me, so I bought a ticket. And so I guess that's one of the reasons why I wanted to become involved with it. And the kind of thing that keeps you hooked on it is that connection, like you said, that anonymity and that kind of, you know, you're there and you have a great connection with these guys, and then, you know, half an hour later you walk past them in the street, they have no idea who you are. So.
This may be a stupid question, but did you see it as a member of an audience first before, or did you just know from hearing about it you wanted to audition when the auditions came up?
I had never seen the show when I auditioned for it. I'd heard about it.
What made you know that you wanted to do it?
Well, I had heard about the show, and I knew that it was this character, and it seemed intriguing, and I knew they played drums, so I was an actor that was also a drummer, so it was a perfect fit. And it was interesting at the beginning, you know, going through training and whatnot, before I had seen the show, you know, hearing about the process, and so it was great to finally experience the show, and of course I was thrilled the first show that I was in. And
I bet.
I can imagine. So, Chris, what about the training part of it? I mean, we sit there in the audience and everybody, your mouth is just wide open watching you guys. What do you have to go through for rehearsals?
Well, James and I actually trained together, and we came at it from a different approach than Shane, I think. There's an element, obviously we're all actors first, but James and I didn't necessarily have the drumming experience coming into it. So our training process, and I'm speaking on behalf of him right now, but for myself, it was about 6 months of private drum instruction after the initial audition. Just drums? Just drums, just because I had to get up to snuff to at least, you know, learn my lines of the show.
How hard was that?
It wasn't easy, but it was that, I don't know, there was that level of knowing, having seen the show. I didn't see it till after I auditioned, but once I saw it and I knew what was going to be asked of me, you know, as a performer, you're kind of an insecure person in a way where you're always, you know, you're in between jobs. You're always just like hoping that you're going to be able to get something. And so this opportunity for some, you know, long-lasting job, I really didn't want to mess it up. So I just trained and trained as much as I could.
We're out of time, but how many hours to get in paint?
About a half hour to get into the paint.
It?
Yeah, you get pretty quick at it.
They do it well.
And then 4 hours to take it off, I'm sure.
All of your information right there on the screen. The Blue Man Group, they will be in Memphis through Sunday.
Seriously, go twice.
Check it out.
It's amazing.
Thank you, guys.
And you'll see new things.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having us.
So much.
Glad to be here.
Such a pleasure.